נראה לי שלא שומעים. יכול להיות?
כן, לא שומעים.
עכשיו שתזרקו את המקפטור.
טוב. עכשיו שומעים? שומעים? יופי, מצוין. אוקיי. אז שבו על עצמות הישיבה. Sit on your buttock bones. Compose yourself from the outer body to the inner body. Use the breath to lift, to spread, to soften. And bring the palms in front of your chest. It should be a pressing action of the palms without the pressure. So press and start to reduce the pressure between your palms. At the same time, the skin should touch from the heels of your palms. Don't press the fingers more than the palms. Even take the fingers away to press the palms first, and then bring the skin of the fingers to touch. But decrease the pressure between the palms. Only the skin should touch. And feel the effect at the upper chest, which should be spreaded from the center, from the manubrium, the top sternum to the sides. תפחיתו את הלחץ בהדרגה בין כפות הידיים, כך שבסוף תוכלו להפריד, להרגיש שרק האור נוגע מעקב כף היד עד בסיס האצבעות, ומבסיס האצבעות עד לקצה. ותראו איך זה משפיע על החלק העליון של החזה, על המנובריום, ומשם לכיוון בתי השחי, עצמות הבריח. So when your eyes are closed, try to understand the structure of the body as if you are coloring the structure of the body from the front, from the back, from the sides. תצבעו את המבנה, את הצורה של הגוף בצבע. וברגע שהצורה מובחנת, חזרו חזרה עם הנשיפה פנימה, תשאירו את הצורה מסביב, ותתחברו אל המרכז, מנטלית. So once you have that structure in your mind, leave that structure just to be, and bring yourself to the center, away from the structure. In one way, you are aware of the structure, but on the other hand, move the consciousness to the center. Don't hold its structure with yourself. Just be inside. Yogena chitasya padena vacham malam sharirasya chavaidyakeina yopakarotam pravara muninam patanjalim pranjaliranatosmi Abahu Purushakaram Shankachakra Siddharinam Sahasra Shirasam Shwetam Pranamami Patanjalim Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshvaraha Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Hari Om. Exhale, bow the head down. Release the palms, open your eyes, slowly lift the head up. Open the eyes, be in yoga mudra, and feel, in Baddha Konasana we tie the shin to the thighs. So here as well, imagine that you are tying the thighs to the shin, and then come forward. So coming forward should not disconnect the thighs from the shin, but first press the thighs to the shin. Imagine that you have a belt there between the thigh and the shin, and then slowly slide forward without disconnecting. Okay? תדמיינו שיש לכם שתי רצועות, כמו בסופטה באדה קונסנה, שקושרות את השוק והירך ביחד, ושימרו על החיבור הזה בין השוק והירך כשאתם מתכופפים קדימה. So on one side, the trunk would like to elongate forward with the palms, but on the other hand, the trunk should understand that connection between the thighs and the shin and stay there. So there is a resistance with the thighs, with the shin. And from that resistance, slowly stretch yourself forward. When you resist, you are still connected. You are still alive. Overstretch is taking the life from the body. Slowly inhale and come up. Okay, now all of you stand with the legs spreaded and press the palms down as if you want to lift yourself to Adho Mukha Vrikshasana. Adho Mukha Vrikshasana. So palms should be under the shoulders. Press the palms down and see from where you are lifting the body up. Imagine that you are taking the legs up to Adho Mukha Vrikshasana without taking the legs up. Just imagine a fantasy. So you all feel the shoulders. You may bend the legs and release the head down. Release. No mental resistance. When you lift the head, the brain is resisting. Brain should be passive. Press the palms and lift the shoulders up. So you feel that the beginning of the stretch is at the shoulders. Now do Adho Mukha Svanasana. Walk forward with your palms. Walk forward with your palms. So now you can't say that the beginning of the stretch is from the shoulders. The beginning of the stretch is from the forearms under the elbows. From there you are stretching yourself. Connection of the edge of the body, palms or legs, is not necessarily the beginning of the action. The connection has to support the beginning. Okay, walk forward to Uttanasana. Walk forward to Uttanasana. Now again, press the palms down and see when you are lifting yourself, where is the starting point? Is it from the shoulders? Now walk to the wall, go to the wall and do Adho Mukha Vrikshasana. Palms down, lift yourself up. מחזור, אז פרסרית פדותנאסנה. Okay? Menstruating ladies, prasarita padottanasana. Lift yourself from the shoulders. This is the starting point, not the palms. Palms are the connecting points indeed. מלא, לא להישאר באמצע הדרך, מלא. פרסרית פדותtanasana, מלא. So from the shoulders to the heels, lift yourself up. Come down. Okay, Adho Mukha Svanasana, turn the other side. Adho Mukha Svanasana, נטלי הסוודר בתוך המכנסיים. הבגדים שתולים לא מתאימים לתרגול של יוגה. בגדים שתולים בחלק הקדמי הם לא מתאימים לתרגול של יוגה. אני אומרת לתלמידים, אז בטח ובטח המורים צריכים להתאים את הלבוש לתרגול. אחרת יש בלבול, הסחת דעת. Okay, so see that the starting point of Adho Mukha Svanasana is the forearm just under the elbow. How much you have to inject from there. From there, circulate the energy. Shoulder blades, kidneys, side trunk. Walk forward and again go for Adho Mukha Vrikshasana. Now from where you start to circulate the energy in Adho Mukha Vrikshasana. Be aware and lift. spread your legs. Spread your legs. So outer heels will be in line with the outer buttocks, and stretch the outer buttocks up. Lift the outer buttocks up. More. So no shortening at the sides of the buttocks. Lift. Release the head down, or even take the head forward if you want to forward. קדימה. If you want to work on the side buttocks. side buttocks. את לוקחת את הראש מהסנטר, לא מהשכמות. השכמות צריכות לבוא קדימה, ואז את תוכלי לפעול, השכמות צריכות לבוא קדימה, סליחה, קדימה, ואז את יכולה להרים את הצדדים של הישבן. Okay, then calm down. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Okay, take 2 blocks now for Adho Mukha Svanasana. Take 2 blocks for Adho Mukha Svanasana. Okay, Adho Mukha Svanasana. When we lift the palms on 2 blocks, we have an upmanship from the palms to circulate back. יתרון? upmanship? advantage. יש כזה ביטוי, one upmanship, כאילו נקודת היתרון האחת. So the one upmanship is that they are height for the palms, so it's easy to circulate back to the legs. Connect the front thighs to the back thighs, spread the skin of the back thighs. Connection of the front thighs to the back thighs is one thing, but the second is that you have to spread the skin of the back thighs from the center line to the sides. So spread. This is good for the health. It's for the sake of the health of your back. Spreading. When the back of the thighs are shrinked, there is no healthiness for the back. This is why sitting for a long time is bad for your back. So spread. Don't push the head. So you cannot feel now the starting point of the pose from the forearm. Okay? A little bit of disturbedness for that observation. Now walk forward. Change. Lift the legs up on the blocks and palms down. Okay? כשאנחנו מרימים את הידיים, אנחנו לא מרגישים בבירור את אותה נקודה שממנה אנחנו מתחילים לסרקל את האנרגיה לכיוון הרגליים. עכשיו, now when the feet are up, okay, you can feel better, you can observe sharply the point which from you have to lift the inner body, the whole body. Let's say it's the holistic. Yeah, we can say, oh, the palms should be pressed. We have to spread the fingers. We have to lift the armpits. These are different points, which we have to work. But, okay, can you come down, all of you? Okay, but, okay, without understanding that part of the shin, we will not, okay, we can talk on the palms, we can talk on the armpits, but if the elbows, for example, are slightly bent or slightly bent toward the wall, we lose that point. It's a holistic point. From that point, from that part, we are actually doing the pose, okay? Doing the pose. If we do from this part, the pose will be done. מבינים? Okay, so we must understand now, when the palms are up and the feet are down, this part is not sharp enough, but when we change, the feet are up and palms are down, we have to lock that part. That part has to be arrested, locked, because it's like a railway station, the main railway station. The main railway station will not be like the other stations. Okay, the main has to collect many passengers, more than the small stations on the road, on the sides. Okay, זה כמו תחנת רכבת מרכזית, לא תחנת רכבת בדרך. אני לא אגיד זניחה, כי אין תחנות זניחות, כל תחנה היא חשובה, אבל התחנה המרכזית היא מרכזית. So this is the main railway station. From here you get all the passenger, okay, on the way back, on the way to the to one direction, on the way back. This is where you have to concentrate to get the whole circulation in your body. So now again, palms on the blocks. Thank you. Palms on the blocks. Walk back. Walk back. So, walk forward and start like in Adho Mukha Vrikshasana. Press the palms and first the starting point will be the shoulders. Lift the shoulders up. Release the head. You cannot lift the shoulders because when you are lifting the head, the shoulder is looking forward. Shoulders should look down. Release the head. Absolutely. Release the neck. Absolutely. You can bend the knees, you can lift the heels, whatever, but the edge of the shoulder has to look down and to lift up. So feel the top arms working, and from there walk back to find out, to observe, where is the changing point? Where is the changing point? It's not from the shoulders. It should be from the forearms. To arrest the forearms, and from there start to move the energy. There should be a circulation. This is why you are pressing the block down. If they are moving forward, either go to the wall or fold the sticky mat to stop from sliding. Stand up and change. Other side. Now feet on the blocks and palms down. Feet on the blocks and palms down. So now the advantage, the upmanship, is for the feet. Feet are away from the sole. So how much you have to sharpen that part on the forearm to lift yourself. Okay, סנטר צריך להתרחק. Don't tuck the chin to the chest. Bring the chin away to the chest. The eyebrows should be parallel to the floor, not parallel to your legs. הגבות צריכות להיות מקבילות אל הרצפה ולא מקבילות אל הרגליים. Otherwise, you cannot feel that part between your shoulders, part of the spine, spinal action between the shoulders, which you have to lift up. They are resisting, but not moving, flowing. Bring the side trunk up and then close to the thighs. not only the bottom ribs. Now imagine that from here you are bending the elbows for Pincha Mayurasana. From here, bend the elbows, even if you will not touch the floor. Just as מה זה? No, okay, so do. Imagine and do. Imagine and do. Even if you, no, don't fall. This is what, okay, calm down. Okay, I said imagine, because I don't want you to fall down. I want you to understand the resistance in this manner. Here you are practicing the resistance. Okay, most of you will not reach the floor if you are really understand the resistance. But reaching fast is, okay, not with the imagination. Understand? Do, again. So don't fall down. I know all of you can put the elbows down and stretch the legs. We can all do. Let's try. So bend and then stretch up as if you are going up for Pincha Mayurasana. רגליים לרצפה. Yeah, just for a second to understand both directions. מיכל צריכה להרים את החולצה. אי אפשר לעשות שירשאסנה, פינצ'ה מיורסנה עם שרבולים, כן? זה כמו לעשות תדסנה עם גרביים. You have to feel with the skin. So if you have long sleeves, you have to pull them. Okay, now stand on the blocks. So on the blocks, you can feel sharply the side of the trunk. Now, if you bend the elbows, you lose that starting point of Adho Mukha Svanasana, the forearms, and slowly come down. Don't collapse. If you cannot touch, never mind. Stretch again the arms. Okay? Adho Mukha Svanasana. Walk forward. Walk forward. Inhale and come up. So suppose you are taking the rope for Adho Mukha Svanasana. Yeah? Let's take the rope, the regular middle rope. Okay? Or a lower rope, we call it. But there is a more lower rope, okay, from the floor sometimes. But for most of us, we have that rope, and we stretch ourselves forward as we know that the rope is holding us. So we want to become long, 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 long. And now from here, try to bend the elbows for Pincha Mayurasana. And understand the pressure of the forearms. How much you have to be heavy. When you start from the floor, anyway, the forearms are heavy. But here you have to make them heavy to come down. So it's not so easy. I hope at home you have rope. If not, just imagine. Do Adho Mukha Svanasana, stretch yourself, and slowly bend the elbows to bring the forearms down. So make them heavy. They are not heavy. You have to make them heavy. And when you are making them heavy, you can feel clearly from where you have to lift the arms up. So flex the elbows, bend the elbows, heavily bend the elbows, As you are heavily bending the elbows, feel from where you are lifting the arms up. How much you have to rotate the deltoid muscle from the inner armpit to the outer armpit. Spread the palms, open the palms, don't shrink. It's an interesting exercise for observation. Okay, come up. So when we are doing, okay, from the floor, it's easy, huh? Okay, it's easy, but it's not the heaviness of the forearms which we use. Okay, it's the connection of the forearms. It's different. We connect to the floor, but we are not necessarily make the forearms or heavy, gravitate the forearms. So when we are not gravitating the forearms, we also not separating the arms from the forearms to lift. Come now to the wall or at the middle of the room if you wish for Pincha Mayurasana. Pincha Mayurasana, with the idea that you should gravitate the forearms, not only connect the forearms. תמשיכי עם החבל, okay? So, menstruating ladies, do from Adho Mukha Svanasana. If you have wall rope, do with a wall rope. And bend the elbows to Pincha Mayurasana. All of you, when you are gravitating the forearms heavily, no, this is a fast movement. Okay, this is something that you know from before. את לא עושה משהו חדש. את לא מרעננת. What I want you to feel that from the starting point, which is not the starting point of Adho Mukha Svanasana, nor Adho Mukha Vrikshasana. It's a new starting point to circulate the body up. You have to discover from where you are lifting yourself up. So our forearms are not only gravitating, but not only connecting. Forearms should gravitate to learn from where is the starting point of the upside down posture, of the inverted posture we call Pincha Mayurasana. It's not the same like Adho Mukha Vrikshasana. Not the same like Adho Mukha Svanasana. Something else. Even if you will not lift the legs yet, you have to find out by observation which is the part from where you are lifting. האמה? האמה היא הלוחצת. הסיבוב פנימה? אוקיי, ומאיפה אתה מרים?
מה עולה ראשון?
מה הנקודה שממנה אתה מרים את המסה של הגוף?
לחלק הפנימי של השליש העליון.
Okay, so Ido says that it's the forearm, the top forearm that is the starting point, okay, of lifting. I think this is the gravitating. Yeah, and for me, I will share it with you. I don't think there is a certain, okay, for me it's the lower arm, where is the starting point to lift from here. The understanding of the body of lifting up start, okay, from here. I agree with you, and all of you turn the forearms. Turn the forearms. So palms are facing up. So naturally, you feel that point which Ido mentions, and how much you are pressing and feel from where you are lifting. And why do we need a block between the palms? את צריכה להפוך את הידיים. את צריכה להפוך את הידיים, אושרת. Okay, why do we need a block? Why do the palms are sliding to the center? Why do we lose that space between the palms?
Because we lose the grip here.
We lose the grip of the arms, okay? We lose the grip of the arms, we lose that action, okay, on the top chest that spread out. Spread out. So do again. Palms facing up. Palms facing up. Press the forearms. And understand, when you walk forward with your feet, don't lift the head up. When you come close to your elbows, from where you are lifting, the understanding that you have to lift the weight of the body up from where it starts. And then come up. If you need the wall, take the wall. If you can do without the wall, okay, you can do in the middle of the room. But now palms are turning up. No, בסדר. זה מכיר. Then again, do Adho Mukha Svanasana to compare. Okay, Adho Mukha Svanasana to compare. Go right away to Adho Mukha Svanasana. Okay, another thing, okay? Another thing. In Adho Mukha Svanasana, okay, in Adho Mukha Svanasana, we feel the front and the inner parts of the arms. In Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, use your 2 blocks for Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. In Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, you feel the back of the arm, okay, the connection of the arm with the back. Okay, that part, that connection, you feel in Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. While in Adho Mukha Svanasana, okay, you have to stretch that part indeed, but you don't really feel it. You feel more the inner side. Can you try and see? Between Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, תוכל לעשות קצת Urdhva Mukha Svanasana for a short time. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana give you the understanding of how the arm is connecting the back. Yeah? Okay? While in Adho Mukha Svanasana, you feel how the arm is connecting the inner armpit, which is belonging to the front. Okay, now Pincha Mayurasana, okay, classic Pincha Mayurasana, okay, is the same, like Adho Mukha Svanasana. You have to lift the back. Of course, you have to lift and connect the arm to the back, but it's not so sharp as if you are turning the palms, okay, doing Pincha Mayurasana with palms, forearms turned up. Immediately you lift from the back. okay? You can do with the wall or in the center of the room. Once palms down, once turn the forearms to face up and check. Where do you, yeah, we all feel, yeah, if we, okay, stand up. Okay, if we stand and lift the arms up, we feel mainly the front part. Okay, we lift the front part. But if we take the arms back, we stretch the arms back, we feel the connection at the back. We know the exercise, okay, how we push the wall and stretch. We learned from Zubin, and then we work the back. We have to learn to work with the back because it's not clear, okay, like the front. Mainly we are living at our front part of the body, not at the back. We have to discover the back, to observe. So when we do Pincha Mayurasana like this, we turn, palms facing up, forearm facing up. We are immediately connected to the back. Okay, when we do the regular, we have to imagine, we have to initiate the action of the back. So sometimes we see that even practitioners for a long time, they are shrinked here on the sides. We should not allow this to happen. We have to connect the top arm to the back to work from the back up. Okay, last time. Pincha Mayurasana, palms up, palms up. So appreciate that Guruji thought about this. We gave us that action in one of the assessments. I think junior 3, the candidates had to show that way. With the palms turned, how much they understand the connection and lift from there. Okay, and come down. Okay, do now Padangushtasana. Padangushtasana, spread the legs, catch the toes and stretch. So in Padangushtasana, the arms are going toward the elbows and the forearms are going toward the elbows. Turn the elbows to look forward. The more you turn the elbows to look forward, don't turn the thumbs. Arrest the thumbs, hold the thumbs, and rotate the elbows forward. The more you rotate the elbows, the more you feel the connection of the arm with the back. Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, if you turn, let's turn the elbows to look toward the center. They look toward each other. We can't really feel that part, but when we turn the elbows to look forward, forearms to the elbows, arms to the elbows, and feel how much you move forward from the back, side, top chest, which is in the back. Part of the back that sometimes we neglect, we turn to neglect that part. We have to work with that part. Od Michal, Kadima. Then exhale, bend the elbows to the sides and pull the side trunk down. Release the neck, pull the side trunk. Marpakim letzdadim. Hold strongly with your thumbs. Do not release the thumbs. Now stretch the elbows and put the palms down. Put the palms down in cup shape. Stretch the arms. So it's similar action to Padangushtasana, stage 1, concave back. And you have to feel that your spine become like those bridges which are hanged, you know, in between two rivers. Those who trekked in the Himalaya, they had to pass the bridges. So when you walk, okay, inhale and come up. When you walk on the bridge jump with you. You feel that flexibility. Remember, there is two parts. Tehom, how do you say? The river is down there, very deep, okay? And between 2 points, you walk on the hanging bridges. So the bridge is safety, okay? But when you walk on the bridge, you can feel the jump. It's a little bit horrifying when you are not used to it. So don't stretch the spine and keep it rigid, but feel that movement of the spine along the exhalation and inhalation. So do the pose now. You can start with the fingers in cup shape, forward, elongate, and feel that the spine is long, the spine is hanged, but it's not rigid. It's not rigid.
לא שומעים.
לא דיברתי. Can you hear? Okay, so can you get that understanding that the spine should not become rigid? Don't go down. פאינה, עמוד השדרה כמו גשר תלוי צריך להיות יציב, מחובר לשתי נקודות, אבל לא להיות נוקשה. כמו גשר תלוי שהולכים עליו, הגשר עצמו מגיב למשקל, מגיב לזעזועים. מרפקים ישרים, מיכל תסובבי את המרפקים קדימה ותחברי בין הזרועות לגב. בין הזרועות לגב. החיבור הזה, okay? החיבור הזה הוא החיבור המשמעותי. בין הזרועות לגב. ואז עמוד השדרה לא נוקשה. If you disconnect the arms from the back, the spine will start to develop rigidity. And then bend the elbows and come down. So from time to time, bend the elbows, stretch yourself down, release the head. Release the head. מירב, את מחזיקה את הצוואר והראש. תפקחי את העיניים ותשחררי את הצוואר והראש למטה. שחררי, לא לדחוף. לא, את דוחפת. שחררי. Okay, release, exhale, exhale. Now it's an exhalative pose. When you bend, when you do the final pose, it's an exhalative pose. Okay, more exhalation, longer exhalation than inhalation. But when you are doing the first stage, concave back, it is more inhalative pose. You inhale more. You inhale more. You inhale and you are charging more. But when you are charging, you should not move to rigidity in your spine. And then again, bend the elbows. Exhale. Again, exhale. A very short inhalation in between. Now you feel that back moving toward the arm. Again, come up. Do it a few times on your own time. Okay, move to inhalative pose, but see that the spine is not becoming rigid. Your spine is imitating the hanging bridge. Good. Now, once more, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Once more, Adho Mukha Svanasana, no breaks. But keep that connection with the back of the arm, outer arm with the back. And from that connection, move toward the outer thighs. Eyebrows parallel to the floor. Eyebrows parallel to the floor. So eyes should look down. After rotating the front thighs in and back thighs out, remember that the back of the thighs should spread from the center line in and out. Spread that skin. Don't feel only the skin of the outer thigh. You should also feel the same at the inner thighs. Sure, same sharpness. So lock the elbows. Feel the starting point from the top forearm and slowly exhale and think of Shirshasana, how the head should reach the floor. Shirshasana, release the neck only. Release the neck only. But still the eyebrows, the gabot, should be parallel to the floor. Not to your legs. Okay, walk forward, Uttanasana. You see, the moment we become ambitious to take the head down, we change the position of the head. We want to take the crown of the head down. But look at Gurji. Gurji is taking the eyebrows down. Where is the Adho Mukha Svanasana? Somewhere. Okay, Gurji is taking the eyebrows down, not the forehead. Again, try. I will find, ine, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Okay, Adho Mukha Svanasana. So he's taking the eyebrows down. אולי אני טועה? Okay. Okay, that part, the hair. But don't move down with the crown. Okay, once more. Last time. So start with the eyebrows parallel to the floor. For this, you really have to lock. זה כמו חבק. You have to feel that round shape around the bones, which you are squeezing. Squeeze the bone of the forearm. And keep the eyebrows parallel to the floor. So just imagine, you don't have to make the head to move down. Just imagine that you are doing Adho Mukha Svanasana of Gurji. And finally, the part which has to reach the floor is the top forearm. Then bend the knees and rest. Bend the knees and rest. Don't overstretch the arms now. Even take the arms back. Palms at the sides of your feet. Just rest. Shirshasana. Shirshasana. So fold the sticky mat. If you need, take a blanket and come up. Shirshasana. You can't hear? Or? I can't hear you. Unmute yourself. Louisa, unmute yourself. No, I can't hear you. Unmute. Otherwise I can't hear you. צריך ללמוד תנועות שפתיים. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. למה? אוקיי, על זה.
אוקיי, היא שומעת אותך? לא, היא כאן פתוחה.
אבל למה אני לא שומעת אותה?
אני לא יודע.
I'm on my period.
Now I can hear you. So you do Supta Baddha Konasana, okay? Period ladies do Supta Baddha Konasana. Or you can do Viparita Dandasana on chair or on the arch, okay? On the box. Sorry. Okay? So either you do Supta Baddha Konasana, ladies in period, or you do Viparita Dandasana on the box. Okay. So again in Shirshasana, spread your legs and lift the sides buttock toward the outer heels. So outer heels should lift the side buttock up. Now you have to take the eyebrows away from the floor, and they should be parallel to the palms. Bring them toward the palms. And bring the thighs together. Thighs together. Not the feet. מירב, תנסי לפתוח פיסוק ולהביא את הירכיים ביחד. Not the feet. Thighs together. So feel the hip sockets, the side buttocks, coming to the center. אושרת, בואי תזוזי קצת, כי ככה את בדיוק מול הטוטם, אני אוכל לראות אותך. יופי. So don't bring the feet together. If we bring the feet together, okay, after some time, we lose that connection from the hip socket. So keep some, just as an exercise. It's not the classical pose, I know. But as an exercise, it's okay to keep the space between the feet and bring the hip sockets together. No, אני מעדיפה בלי it's not like taking a belt and cut the belt out. It's more like holding a block between your feet. So cutting the belt out is one action, and holding a block between your feet is another action. Imagine that you're holding a block. A block, it has some space, some shape. And as you are holding the block, lift the side buttocks up. So for now, feet should not touch. No, מירב. Feet should not touch. They should spread away. כן, אבל הן כמעט קרובות והירכיים באות החוצה. צריכה את הירכיים החיצוניות להדק פנימה. Okay, now all of you, take the right leg down to touch the floor. Take right leg down to touch the floor. Doesn't matter. If the left is coming forward, doesn't matter. But come down all the way. So you see where the foot, where the toe is touching. It should not crisscross. It's not in line with the pubic bone. The toe should be in line with the middle thigh. So lift the inner groin, lift the hip socket, and then lift the left leg as much as possible up and come up. Come up. Lift, spread the legs. Okay, otherwise when you bring the feet together, when you take that foot down, it will be in line with your nose, with the pubic bone. No, it should be in line with the middle thigh. Okay, take the left leg down. Slowly take the left leg down. עידו אפילו עד החוצה. היא באה בקו עם האף. יופי. So that left leg should be in line with the left nipple, with the center of the thigh. So use the touch of the floor to lift the inner groin, the hip socket, and then the right leg. Then the right leg. קחי את הרגל הימנית פנימה. וחזרה. שירשאסנה. Okay, lift. So spread the legs now. Forget about bringing the feet together. The sensation of the feet should come from the hip sockets and the pubis. The more you lift the pubic up, the pubic bone should be like the block. If you are bringing the legs together in a way, you are swallowing the pubic bone. Again, take the right leg down, slowly, right leg down. So don't think about the left leg. Doesn't matter if the left leg will come forward, but bring the big toe in line with the center of the top thigh. Center of the top thigh, yeah. Do it slowly, not fast. When we are doing fast, we are crisscrossing. Good. Now slowly come up and change. Left leg, it should be a slow motion. Slow motion. Toe should not crisscross. Don't swallow your pubic bone. Feel that the pubic bone is the spreading, the stunt, like the block when you sometimes put in Tadasana between the top thighs. The spread in the sandwich. Then slowly come up, slowly come up. Now spread the legs to Urdhva Upavishta Konasana. Urdhva Upavish, feel that spread. First turn the feet out. Suck the femur bone into the hip sockets and then take the legs apart. So open the pelvis. Horizontally, the pubic, the tailbone, between your buttock bones, the ilium bones, sacrum, everything should be spreaded nicely. Now suck the outer thighs and bring the legs together from the outer thighs, from the outer thighs. The inner legs should become longer and longer. Don't shorten them, but bring the legs together from the outer thighs. Now take the right leg down, touch the floor, stretch the left leg. Now with the left leg, pull yourself up, top thigh back, exhale and turn to the right side. Parivrita Ekapada Shirshasana. To the left side, sorry. Turn to the left side. Turn to the left side. The ankle of the left leg, the outer has to push the inner. And the inner ankle of the left leg, the back leg, has to turn you. Turn you. Turn you. Now come to the center. Shirshasana. Shirshasana. Okay, right, left leg down. Left leg down. Slowly take the left leg down in line with the center of the thigh. Touch the floor. Lift the right leg. Press the top thigh back and bring the top right leg back. And then Parivrita, Ekapada, Shirshasana. Now you're turning to the right. So at the right leg, the back leg, the outer ankle has to press the inner ankle. And from that inner ankle, as if somebody is holding the ankle, rotate the pelvis. Center, Shirshasana. Again, take the legs to the sides, to Urdhva Upavishta Konasana, spreading the pelvis. Connect the femur bone to the sockets and spread. Don't take the legs down. Spread the pelvis and take the legs down. Spread the pelvis and take the legs down. Spread the pelvis and take the legs down. So pelvis should be nicely spreaded. From the front, from the back, from the bottom, from the top, spread. Open the pelvis. If you can, take the legs down to Prasarita Padottanasana. If you can't, come down and do Prasarita Padottanasana. Menstruating ladies, do Prasarita Padottanasana. Come down from any pose or come from Supta Baddha Konasana and do Prasarita Padottanasana. Hold the head like in Shirshasana and spread the pelvis. Your Prasarita Padottanasana should be nothing but pelvic spreading. Spread as much as you can. Now change the palms, inhale and come up. And once more, do Prasarita Padottanasana. Okay, come up. And once more, again, do, but now palms should be in Paschima Namaskar. So you are not using the palms at all, but you do Prasarita Padottanasana as a pelvic spreading. Spread and come down. Spread and come down. Spread and come down. Spread and come down. Now, slowly come up. Slide the palms down and stand on your sticky mat in Tadasana. So if you need to spread the leg, okay, you have to dictate from the femur bone, from the hip socket and side buttocks. So not from that idea that we have to join the feet. We have to join the sides of the pelvis. We have to join the femur bone. So it's okay to leave some space between the feet now for the sake of that other joining, not the regular joining. No, מירב, את מקרבת את הברכיים. So at least, even if you're joining the feet, even if don't be dogmatic. Okay, turn. Okay, we all know that classical Tadasana is join the feet. This is what we tell to our students. This is what we recollect for ourselves. Join the big toes, bring the inner arch together, and stand in Tadasana. But can we feel that part of the femur bone and outer hip bone when we join the feet. Okay, we should spread a little bit. We should spread a little bit to feel that Tadasana now is dictating by that side movement toward the center. Side movement toward the center. So learn this. Don't be dogmatic. You want to discover, to learn, to change the observation, to learn different aspects on yourself. So can't be that only this is Tadasana. So now join and see how light you become from the outer. Can you feel? Toes together, this part become lighter. Lighter. And when this part is lighter, are we stable as we did, as we were when we spreaded the legs? Again, spread the legs and dictate your Tadasana from the outer pelvis. Outer pelvis. Spread the inner pelvis. But the outer pelvis has to be compact. Hold. And see how stable you become. טיפה יותר מדי פתחת בין הרגליים. טיפה יותר מדי. יופי, זה הכל. אוקיי? עכשיו תעבדו מהצדדים. Stretch the arms. Tighten the outer, but not the inner. Inner should be soft. כמו ציפוי. כמו ציפוי חיצוני. Okay, this is the outer cover. The outer cover has to be tough, has to be like a crispy, something that you eat. From outside it is very strong. When you bite, it becomes crispy, but the inner should be very soft. Very soft. כמו ארטיק שוקולד. Okay, inside should be very soft. Lift. The softness should be easily lifted. But the outer has to be strong. Okay, not rigid, but in a way difficult, hard, firm. Okay, now release. Sit for menstruating ladies. You will sit in Bharadvajasana, one, and after that two, and the other will sit in Ardha Matsyendrasana. Okay, Ardha Matsyendrasana. So take a blanket, take a block for the back. Okay, the Ardha Matsyendrasana is exactly teaching us that firmness outside and softness inside. So that firmness outside is the structure. The structure. We should learn to move from the structure of the body, which is firm, from the rupa, to the inside, to the soft part of the body. Okay, now hold. You can do the first without catching the big toe. Just use the block behind you to turn. So inside should be soft, easy to move, easy to turn, easy to lift. But the outer sheet should be firm, difficult, strong. It's the structure. But inside the structure, be aware of the softness. Do not disturb that softness. Now change. Change. אושרת, אחת הסיבות שהברך כואבת זה שהיא באלכסון. הברך צריכה להצביע ישר קדימה. אז משהו שם בעצמות הישיבה לא במקום הנכון. עצם הישיבה הימנית שלך, עכשיו איזה רגל למעלה ימין, אז עצם הישיבה השמאלית צריכה להיות בדיוק על העקב, לא לברוח מהעקב החוצה. אם היא בורחת מהעקב החוצה, הברך משתנה, הברך כבר לא מאוזנת. So understand this structure. Like at the beginning when we were sitting, color the structure. And feel inside the lines the softness. And turn. Come to the center. So spine is nor the structure nor the soft part. Okay, אז עמוד השדרה שלנו, okay, יש בו מן הצורניות, okay, החוליות עצמן הן עצמות. The vertebrae give the shape of the structure, but it should not be rigid. As you experience the spine with the idea of the hanging bridge, change. Sit. Okay, this pose is wonderful to learn the side buttock action. But now Bharadvajasana, do Bharadvajasana 2. In Bharadvajasana 2, because of the Padmasana foot, you are holding. And you can lift better the side buttock. So now in Ardha Matsyendrasana, you can hold the big toe. Hold the big toe of the right. So first turn and then take the arm all the way from the outer foot and catch the big toe. And the big toe has to step the left foot, the left palm, sorry. צריך להוריד. So you are spreading the skin of the back from the spine and turn. Feel that softness inside you to turn. Don't misunderstand structure with the inner body, which should be soft. Other side. Okay, so we think that Guruji gave the blanket to make that pose easy. No, the blanket is there. Okay, look, the blanket is there to give an height to the buttock because it's easy in this pose to reach the floor, to come down to the floor. Okay, most of you, I see at the end of the pose, you are touching or almost touching the floor. With the blanket, you understand how the buttocks should remain high from the floor. Okay, with the blanket, it's not only a height for the buttocks, but it keeps you away from the floor. So the movement should be with the knee against the ankle and not with the pelvis. Pelvis should be absolutely stable when you turn. No movement at the pelvis. So either you use the block or you put the palm behind your back. So hold the pelvis. Don't turn from the pelvis. Can you try? So understand how stable the side pelvis should be. Compact. But compactness doesn't mean that inside you should be hard. You have to be soft. Gan zaz, don't move with the pelvis. That blanket is there for you not to move with the pelvis, to keep the pelvis stable. Now come to the center and stretch the legs forward. Dandasana. Okay, put the block between your ankles. Pull the buttocks and the hip sockets back. Not only the buttocks, but also the hip sockets should move back. Maybe you'll put the block widthwise. Like standing in Tadasana with the legs spreaded to make the Tadasana dictate by the hip sockets. Hip sockets. And then turn to the right side. Turn to the right side. From that hip sockets compactness, turn to the right side. So see that for turning the spinal muscles, you have to soften the abdomen. If the abdomen is hard, there will not be any turning at the spinal muscles. So first, exhale 2-3 times to soften the abdomen. And after the abdomen is soft, then turn the spine. From that turning of the spinal muscle, the abdomen will turn itself. So the turning is not from the abdomen. The softening is from the abdomen. The turning is from the spinal muscles. And the turning of the spinal muscles show itself in the abdomen. So how much you can turn the spinal muscles, how much you can show that turning with the abdomen. And then come to the center. מרגישים את זה? So abdomen roll is just to become softer and softer. If the abdomen is hardening, and if you think about turning from the abdomen, the muscles will not move. Something has to hold. If the abdomen is moving, the spinal muscles will hold. So abdomen is there just to soften with the exhalation, then turn the spinal muscles. So stay there just to exhale, 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 soften the abdomen. And see, observe, when you are starting to turn the spinal muscles, the consequence is at the abdomen. Now the abdomen is looking toward the left side. Come to the center. So we'll do that in Parivrita Ardha Chandrasana. We'll do that in Parivrita Ardha Chandrasana. The top leg will be close to the wall. So you are lifting the top leg, and come closer with the hip socket. Don't think about the foot. Okay, dictate from the hip socket. That hip socket has to push the wall and soften the abdomen. At the beginning, just exhale and soften the abdomen. Once the abdomen is soft, you can start turning from the spinal muscle and show your abdomen. Show your abdomen. Okay, head should be back. Ladies in period, you will do Ardha Chandrasana. Okay, you will do Ardha Chandrasana. Or better than Ardha Chandrasana, you will do Parashvottanasana, but here you will take a blanket Okay, the back leg should be close to the wall. You can take 2 blocks. This will be closer to the observation I give you in Parivrita Ardha Chandrasana. Okay, but if you take the foot close to the wall, you will lose that compactness from the side pelvis. Okay, regel small. So once you lift the left leg, what are you lifting? Left or right?
Left.
Left, good, yofi. Okay, lift the left leg and see if you can approach, you can come closer with the hip socket of the right to the wall. Okay, not with the foot, but the hip socket of the right has to press the wall. And stay there a few cycles just to exhale and soften the abdomen. Don't immediately start to rotate. Prepare. Exhale from the abdomen, soften the abdomen, soften the abdomen. And once you feel from the abdomen your spine, then you can start to turn the spinal muscles. ברגע שאני מרגישה איך את... ברגע שאת רוצה לעשות, the moment you become motivated to turn, you move away with the right hip socket. אני אפילו הייתי עוד קצת מתרחקת. זהו, קצת, זהו. אוקיי? שהחלק הפנימי של הרגל יוכל להחזיק את העצם. בדיוק. So, the moment you feel that it's enough, change the side. But experience the softening of the abdomen. Don't turn before you have softened the abdomen. So I said the outer body has to be firm. The inner body has to be soft. But the spine is nor the outer body, nor the soft inner body. Okay, it should be sensitive, not to become rigid. ראש אחורה, מיכל, ראש אחורה. תרחיקי קצת את יד ימין שלך מהקיר, מיכל. בדיוק. Okay, פה את יכולה להרשות לעצמך, כי אין כאן עניין. גורג'י אמר לשים את היד בקו עם הבוהן הגדולה בשביל היציבות באמצע החדר. אבל אם יש לך יציבות מהקיר, את יכולה ללכת עם היד בדיוק, יותר לכיוון של פריבריטה טריקונסנה. אבל את צריכה להרים את עצמך, אז בלוק. If you are sinking to the arm, which is on the floor, you can take a block. So exhale for the pose. Exhale for the spine. Exhale for the standing leg. And then turn. And change. Once more, change. Nice feeling, no? So, ambitious is now disappear in this pose. אושרת, הרגל העומדת צריכה להרגיש יותר גבוהה. The standing leg, the top standing leg should feel higher than the buttock of the lifted leg. Okay? The buttock has to connect the bones, not the ceiling, not the skin. מבינה? זה פיתול. אם היית עושה פריבריטה טריקונאסנה או פריבריטה פרשווקונאסנה, החיבור של השריר עם האגן, עם העצמות, היה כל כך חשוב. את מרימה את העצמות האלה, את צריכה לחבר אותן לתוך העצם ולהרים מהירך. אז הירך העומדת יותר גבוהה מהשריר של הישבן. Same in Parashvatanasana. The leg which is at the front now, that top thigh has to become higher than the buttock of the back leg. Otherwise, you work with the muscle of the back leg. You have to work with the bones of the legs. Very well. If you finish symmetrically, both sides, do just for a touch and go. The first side, just shortly touch the first side. As Zubin mentioned the last class, that we should not do symmetrically. Okay, if we started with the right, left, we have to shortly do again with the right. Okay, אנחנו צריכים לחזור לרגל הראשונה, טק, לגעת ולחזור. He said even Patanjali has 3.5 coils. Okay, not a full coil, 3.5, so that finish should be the half. Okay. Upavishta Konasana. All of you come to Upavishta Konasana, bend forward gently, don't harden. So ladies who are in their period, take something for your head. Upavishta Konasana. Rest forward. It's a good opportunity to spread the skin from that center line in and out in Upavishta Konasana. So think about, for the beginners we say press the Achilles tendon, the heel down, not to turn the foot. But we are not turning the foot for the skin of the back thigh. So exhale and come forward slowly. Don't work from your ambitions. If you are coming from the ambitions, maybe you lost some parts behind. Ambition. So don't be ambitious. Don't work from the ambition. לא לעבוד מהאמביציה. אם אנחנו עובדים מהאמביציה, אנחנו עלולים להפוך להיות עקשנים. ויותר מזה, כי אנחנו מפריעים להתבוננות, לאובזרבציה. אנחנו עובדים מהמקומות שאנחנו רגילים לדחוף מהם. You feel your duty. And the pose will be done. Your duty is not to do. Your duty is not to bang the floor with your head. Your duty is to spread the skin. Your duty is to keep that softness inside. Your duty is to be in the good structure of the pose. And to keep the spine active but not rigid. Slowly inhale and come up. To reach samadhi is by understanding what is the same. Okay, מהו השוויון? קו השוויון. Samadhi, okay, is by understanding the same. Samyama, the meditation that Patanjali talk about at the third chapter is by understanding the same. Is not by going to one part or activating one part, but is to keep the same action in the whole body. So you must be there mentally with your understanding, not pushing. Okay, now bend the right leg for Janu Shirshasana. If you need Hayat, take Hayat. Janu Shirshasana. Right leg bent, Janu Shirshasana. So like the standing leg of Parivrita Ardha Chandrasana, the left leg, you have to feel the bone, the top, not the muscle. The top has to be in place. If you work from the muscle, that bone will slide toward the foot. And the muscle of the right side has to roll, not to disturb the bone of the right side. Come forward, not from your ambition. Come forward from your duty, from the samyama. To do the same for all the body. Slowly inhale and come up and change. The beginning of the class, when we did Yoga Mudra, I asked you to imagine that you are tying the shin to the thigh. Okay, you can do that. Take a belt. Take a belt. And tie. So that connection between the shin and the thigh will remain. Don't bother. So just tie at the middle, not at the ankle, but at the middle. Okay? And see the right leg, straight leg. Is the bone connected to the pelvis, or you are pulling the bone forward and struggle with the muscles? Take the bone of the right leg into the socket. Inside, you can move it with your fingers. Okay, when lo aleinu, we break or we dislocate bone, the doctor knows how to bring it back. So you can move the bone back to the socket. And then see, from that left buttock, can you reduce? Reduce the tonus by rolling that buttock and come forward, don't hold. The last thing you will do is to hold that foot. Slowly inhale and come up. Release and bend the right leg. Release and bend the right leg. Again, Janu Shirshasana. Again, Janu Shirshasana. Tie the right leg. And when you come down, just exhale to soften the abdomen. And from that soften, roll the spinal muscles toward the left leg. Spread the elbows, the arms. Slowly inhale, come up, and change. In Baddha Konasana, we tie the belt from the ankle to the thigh. But here, I think it's better to tie from the thigh to the shin bone, because the mass of the muscles is in the thigh, front thigh. So when I'm pressing, okay, this part become calmer. אנחנו צריכים להוריד קדימה. תנסו. I didn't learn it from anybody, so I can't say. And anyway, I don't think there is one truth. You know, before Guruji and Gitaji passed away, okay, we had that understanding that there is one way that things should be done. But actually, it didn't come from Gita or Guruji. There is no one way. Of course, structure-wise, when we think about the structure has to be firm, aligned. Okay, so this is one truth. We can measure, it's pramana. But when you start to observe, there are many ways. There are many ways. Because we were studying from the teacher that were learned from Guruji and Gitaji, each one of them came with one truth. Sometimes, unfortunately. But, okay, now you have to observe yourself. You have to try in different way under the condition that the structure is firm and aligned. And you can do the pose in holistic way, not from your ambitions. Ambitions is not holistic. slowly inhale and come up. Okay, then change. Paschimottanasana. So in Upavishta Konasana, certainly the pelvic area was open. So can you open or even use a blanket to keep that opening of the pelvis, even though you are bending forward with feet together? But don't lose that feeling of the horizontal open of the pelvis. Open and then come forward from the sides. So you might first catch the outer feet, but then finally bring your palms together, either interlock the fingers or catch the wrist. Then you have to change. Don't lose that inner feeling, the top of the thigh bone to the pelvis, the spread of the skin at the back of your thighs, the softness of the abdomen, the spinal movement. Then slowly inhale and come up and arrange for Sarvangasana. Arrange for Sarvangasana. Ladies in period, Setubandha Sarvangasana. Something soft under the sacrum. You can do a horizontal bolsters. So I give you the time to feel you have the sensitivity. If you need to lift the feet, if you want to keep the feet against the wall, but see that the abdomen is soft. Salamba Sarvangasana. Don't take too much height. Four blankets under the shoulder should be enough. שימי את הבולסטר עומד על הצד, נטלי. אם בחרת בשני בולסטרים, בדיוק. רק בשביל לפתוח את החזה. אבל אני חושבת שזה יהיה לך טוב ההרחבה. שימי עוד שמיכה לאגן, שהאגן יהיה גבוה. אוקיי, סלמבה סרבנגסנה. If you don't do Sarvangasana, and not because of your period, you can do Setubandha Sarvangasana and Ekapada Setubandha Sarvangasana. Ekapada, because when we lift the leg, we understand how much we have to activate the spine. Sarvangasana. To spread your legs like Upavishta Konasana, legs to the sides, and lift the pelvis up. Lift the front part of the pelvis, not only the back part. Front part, almost arch back. מירב, תתמכי יותר לכיוון השכמות עם הידיים, כדי שתוכלי להקשיב. So a little bit of arching at the pelvis to lift the front part, and then bring the legs together. Ekapada Setubandha Sarvangasana, change on your own. Again, because the front part of the pelvis is sinking, collapsing down. So spread the legs and lift the front part. And then bring the legs together. Now take one leg down, right leg down, Ekapada Sarvangasana, all the way down. Don't crisscross. Toe in line with the middle, top thigh. Don't bring the toe in line with the pubic bone, and lift the pubic bone. Roll the pubic bone up, away from the top thigh. And then lift the right leg, Sarvangasana. Slowly take the left leg down. And lift the pubic bone, especially the left side. Separate. Top thigh down, but pubic bone up. Roll it. Inhale and come up. Pubic bone up. Already know where is the light, like a plant. The plant has hormones inside that make him grow toward the light. So your pubic bone already saw the light. He knows the direction. Lift the pubic bone. Then turn the right leg and do Parashva Ekapada Sarvangasana. Slowly lift the leg, lift the pubic bone. Right side of the pubic bone up. Roll it, roll it, roll it. Exhale, inhale, and with the exhalation, lift that leg up. Left side. Turn the left leg. As you take the left leg to the side, down, you have to roll up the left side of the pubic bone. So shift the weight toward the right shoulder and lift the left pubic bone higher as possible. Now exhale, inhale, and with the exhalation, slowly lift the left leg up. Roll the pubic bone toward the light side. toward the sun. The skin of your palm, feel the reaction at the back ribs when you are lifting the pubic bones. What happened to the back ribs? How they move away from the palms inside the chest. Then stretch from the armpit to the outer heels. From the armpits to the outer heels. Those of you who can bend the legs and come down to Setu Bandha Sarvangasana. Those who can't, go to Halasana. Setu Bandha Sarvangasana. Support the back if you can, and come down with your feet. Setu Bandha, jump back, Sarvangasana. Halasana, take off the belt and slowly come down. Setu Bandha, come to Halasana, take off the belt and slowly come down. So last pose, only once. Hold the ankles and lift the buttocks to Chatushpadasana. Chatushpadasana. And take the tailbone toward the knees and the knees toward the shoulders. First, tailbone toward the knees and then knees toward the tailbone. Connect the tailbone to the knees and push the knees toward the shoulders. And lift the back body. Spread from the spine and lift. Spread from the spine and lift. Spread and lift. And then slowly come down. Turn to the right side. And lie down for Shavasana. Lay down for Shavasana. So whatever time you have, you can take 8 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. I will not tell you when to finish your Shavasana. You are at your home. But once you are on the floor, spread from the spine soften the face. Immediately after lying down, you don't need too much orders. Shavasana is a place that you've visited before. ידיים לצדדים, הרבה יותר, הרבה יותר. את סוגרת את עצמך. כי קר לך? כן, תשימי לך את הידיים, תשימי לך שמיכה לידיים. So exhale and spread. And from the back also, come to your face, and allow the face to soften and to spread out. Now, we worked on the structure of the body. For the structure of the body, we need the ambition. We need to initiate, we need to color, we need to see with the eyes, we need to feel with blocks, with the wall, with belts. All these are for the structure of the body. The structure of the body is developing the ahamkara, the sense of I-ness. And it goes vice versa. When we develop by asanas the ahamkara is connected to the structure. So volition, ambitions, they go together with that process of developing the sense of I-ness. But you also has to move back from the structure. So the shortcut to move away from the structure and allow the ahamkara to dissolve inside is to widen and soften the face. So feel that center line. Start from the forehead, where the Indian are painting the line after the puja. So that line should show you from where to spread. Spread your face till you feel that the structure of the face is not matter anymore. Then when your ahamkara will be in a retreat position, no logic is there. You can go beyond logic. We like to watch fantasies sometimes, like in Harry Potter, when he can walk through the wall, he can walk through the structure. So now you can go through that fantasy without the logic, without the ego, without the structure or the ambitions. You can go through any structure, go to another dimension where structure is not matter. What is there behind the structure? What is there behind ahamkara? Now come back from the other dimension to the structural body, structural mind. Slowly put the palms on the middle trunk. And when you feel ready, bend your legs and turn to the right side. So thank you at home. Have a good weekend. סוף שבוע נעים.